What is up, everyone? Bleeding Blue Podcast episode 113. Are we there? Are we there yet?
Yeah,
113?
yeah.
Perfect. Let's go. How are we all doing today? We're back, Ryan and Ryan, to be discussing some Leafs, some Bills, and a little bit of Blue Jays, and maybe some Raptors. They just won a game against, who was it? The OKC, was it maybe? I swear they beat a really good team the other day. I could be tripping. But, yeah, anyway, let's get right into it. Bills are out. We know this. It sucks. It's sad. We didn't really get to discuss it we didn't get to discuss it on the last pod because they had just
Wait,
won.
but first, before we discuss Bills, can we talk about the players that wore number 13?
Okay,
We
yeah.
saw we have to discuss that. My favorite number, that was my number growing up, was 13. That was my hockey number.
Oh, it's fun.
So, just a little fun fact there. First person I can think of that wore number 13 was Matt Sundin on the Leafs. Greatest Leaf of all time, in my opinion. Then we got Will Chamberlain, Steve Nash, Canadian legend, sports legend. Dan Marino, Alex Rodriguez. Kurt Warner, Mike Evans, Keenan Allen, Manny Machado. Cole Caulfield, sadly. He's been lighting up the league. I can't lie. He's been playing pretty good. I don't think he is. Oh no, he's 13 now. That's right. Yeah, because he moved numbers because of Goudreau.
Yeah.
I remember that. That's about it, really. Not many players worth 13.
Fair enough. Cool.
But yeah, let's move on to the Bills.
Let's move on to
Sadly.
the Bills. A lot of shit went down. I mean, I guess let's start off with the biggest news that just happened. New head coach. How are we feeling? Joe Brady.
I'm very mad. I'm incredibly frustrated that they interview all these guys and they just end up basically going for the nepotism hire. Not branching out at all to, they talked to a lot of people. They even talked to an NFL player, Philip Rivers, who literally played in a game a couple of weeks ago. But, let's go with the offensive coordinator who throws checkdowns every third play and runs it up the middle every third play. And then when in doubt, if we're third and long, let's just chuck it down the field to a wide receiver 5. Sounds like a good plan to me. Horrible signing. You had guys like Clint Kubiak, who is the offensive coordinator of the Seahawks right now, who has been insanely good for that team. He's been doing well. It just doesn't make sense to me why they don't want to do something new after the shit that's gone on the last 5 to 6 years with this team. You get rid of McDermott, which we didn't even talk about last pod because it didn't happen because the Bills already lost. But
yeah,
you get rid of McDermott, and then you just promote someone who was already a part of that original coaching staff. It's the organization is in shambles right now. Like, it literally is in shambles right now. I don't know if you saw any of the clips from last week's press conference after they fired McDermott with Pagula and Brandon Beane. They literally just they're tearing this franchise apart right now.
Yeah.
The way they're reacting to the McDermott firing and blaming it all on him for drafting Keon Coleman, even though Coleman's still on the team. They're trashing a player who's just finished his second year, was struggling, and they trash him even more while he's still on the team. Not that he got traded away or anything. He's still on the team, and they continue to do this shit, and it's really disheartening as a fan to see this.
My thing. So, I think the worst, in my opinion, the worst part about this whole thing that has gone down in the last couple of weeks, I guess, week and a half, because it's been a dumpster fire. It's been like fucking. It hasn't been great. It hasn't been great. And if you are a Bills fan like us, stay strong. Hopefully there's a ray of sunlight on or there's some gold on the other side of the rainbow. Maybe that's a good metaphor. But all I'm gonna say is, yeah, especially the Keon Coleman thing really fucking was the, you know, the knife to like the that was the dagger, man. Like that was the fucking after hearing that about disrespecting your own players. These are things that are essential to the makeup of a team and are important to the idea of being a tight group. And that's not what this team is. When you have holes in your opening and holes in this club and in this NFL team, like you do with your owner who's allowing people to get inside, like with the thing about Keon Coleman, like with the thing about his decision to fire Sean McDermott right after the game, which makes zero sense. But the thing that really bothers me is the Keon Coleman thing, where this knee is probably the worst way you could probably deal with something like this. Telling a guy they shouldn't have drafted him, there's no reason whatsoever that needs to be said to the public. If people want to feel upset about what he has done, about Keon Coleman's performance, they can understand. They know that. They know that. They know that the team is frustrated with them by not playing him. By having him sit out. The fact that we're having some guy that isn't even in control or of our actual strategy and team dynamic is coming out and saying, yeah, we had to make sure that Keon Coleman, we didn't want to really draft him, and that he is an issue to this team. He's a clubhouse cancer. Yeah, if he is, let him go. Don't come out publicly talking about him. That was in my mind.
Yeah, I understand that, but what makes this so stupid is the fact that they blamed it all on McDermott for picking him, even though you are the fucking general manager and you're the one who's making the choices in the draft. It's not the head coach's decision on who to draft and who to trade down for. You literally traded down for this guy, and you're blaming it on McDermott. And there's literally footage. There's footage of when they're at the draft, when they're at the combine that year, and they're reacting to his 40 time, and they're like, "Oh, that's good." They're like literally Brandon Beane's like, "Oh, that's good. That's good for his draft value. That's good for him. That's good for us picking him." You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking stupid how they went about this. And Pagula is probably even more dumb than Brandon Beane. He's the one who's controlling fucking this whole thing. He's a lazy fucking owner, man, and he doesn't realize that maybe McDermott. I've been tough on him, obviously, but I've wanted him fired for years. But this was not the year for him to get fired. They've had other years with better rosters, with better playoff teams that were healthier and that had a better chance to win. Like last year.
Yeah.
Last year they were fully healthy. They won 2 playoff games with a 13-4 record, and they should have won. They should have won. They should have gone to that Super Bowl. Bad coaching decision. The year that they had 13 seconds. They were up 3 against the Chiefs like 5 years ago. 4 years ago, whenever it was, to go to the championship game at home against Cincinnati, they had 13 seconds to stop them. That was the year that McDermott should have got fired. Was that year when he allowed them to score 3 points, a field goal with 13 seconds left in a playoff game? That's when he should have been fired. Not this year with his worst roster he's ever had as a coach, as a head coach, and it's the way they handled it was horrible. And I have no clue how this is going to go. I have no idea how players are going to want to sign for this team in the offseason, how they're going to want to get trade. Like, they're going to have to trade away people. Like, there's no way players are just free agents are just going to want to be in this franchise, because that press conference fucked up everything. I feel so bad for Josh Allen right now. The fact that, and also I heard he was a part of the meetings with the head coaches and heavily involved in talking with them and asking questions about everything that was going on, like what like developing and stuff, it went to shit. He basically had no decision, and they just stuck with Joe Brady. After all the interviews they had with different coaches and everything, just didn't go well. He just had no say at all.
Yeah.
I have a feeling if next year doesn't go well, if they at least don't make it to the Super Bowl, I think Josh leaves. And I pray to God that doesn't happen. But I honestly think that's going to happen if they just get a new coach. Especially, they just got a new coach. Especially seeing it's the offensive coordinator, a guy who's been with the Bills for almost 5 years now, and they don't get anywhere, and they don't get any improvements on offense. Then, like, no, he gets no wide receiver one. He's leaving, and that would be so horrible. I can't believe I'm saying that, but that's easily what could happen.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate saying it, but that's easily what could happen.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, I feel I don't like it, but it's tough, man. It's very scary to see the possibilities and go down that rabbit hole of what can happen to this team, because we've seen it with other organizations, and not believing that this is actually the end of something that has been, for the most part, pretty positive. I know you'd say it's not. I know maybe I'm wrong, but like in the last like 7 years, the Bills have been competitive and they've been fun to watch. Like
you want to hear something? You want to hear something about being competitive and being a good team? Since 2020, the Bills have had the best record in the NFL. Most wins, less losses. They have the best point differential. They've scored the most points. They've given up the least amount of points in the league. They have a point differential in the last 5 years plus 900. Plus 900 point differential since 2020. The next team behind them was under plus 600. They over 300 point differential between 1 and 2 in the league. Not one Super Bowl appearance. That's not McDermott's fault. That's drafting. That's drafting a team properly, picking good players. That's not the coaches to blame.
Have you ever considered that that's also, it's just bad luck at that point, man? Like it's like there's
no, it's not bad luck.
If you're backing up
best
stats,
point differential in the league, that's not bad luck.
But if you're
that's you putting out a solid team every single year.
I'm saying, like, what is the reason? Because I don't even think it's like the draft picks, because they find a way to win. Like they find a way to be a successful team. They just might not have that ability to win in those in that moment. Their Achilles heel just seemed to be, advancing past, like, to the Super Bowl or advancing to the AFC Championship. Like I don't know what to tell you, because when you come to me with these stats explaining how incredible of a team they are, they must have done something right when they drafted players. I mean, for Christ's sake, they drafted one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time in fucking Josh Allen.
But the thing is, he is drafted, this GM, Brandon Beane, he has drafted only 2 Pro Bowlers. 2. He's only drafted 2 Pro Bowlers in his career as a Bills GM. Josh Allen and James Cook. Those are the only 2 Pro Bowlers he's ever drafted. All the other good players, like Deion Dawkins, Jordan Poyer, all those guys that they drafted was from the past GM who are still on the team.
I don't see how a Pro Bowl, like, automatically makes you go to, like, proves that this team should be so much better than they already are, or it's an issue with their drafting. Football, like, I feel like you should know this, that football is one of those sports where it is, like, is maybe one of the most team sports of all time. It doesn't matter how many football players you have on your team. There's plenty teams with, like, tons of Pro Bowl players that are great and end up just not making the playoffs. Like, off the top of my head, I could just think of, like, Joe Burrow, and that entire, like, offense is fucking insane. But
not the entire offense. They have Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. That's only 3 players.
There you go.
Their
There's
defense is completely dog
three
shit.
Pro Bowlers right there compared to 2 with the Bills.
Yeah, but
And
at
the
least
Bills are
they've been
better.
to a Super Bowl. At least they've been to a Super Bowl.
I
Bills
know,
haven't.
but the last 2 years the Bengals haven't even been in the playoffs. So like, what's I know you want a Super Bowl,
They have
but
even
like,
worse They have an even worse GM over there because they prioritize their money on a quarterback and a wide receiver and 2 wide receivers. They don't prioritize on a solid defense. They don't
and
give a shit about Trey Hendrickson, who's one of the best defensive ends in the league. They don't fucking care about him. They only care about 3 players on that team.
yeah,
And I could literally talk about this for hours, but
I think
we're obviously not going to do that. But it's so frustrating. There's no the fact just that stat alone, point differential. You score the most points, you give up the least amount of points,
yeah.
and you
So,
knock on 1 Super Bowl.
dude, there's almost nothing you can say at that point. Like, I'm sorry, like, I don't think there's an answer really to this question. This question is so open ended in terms of like how you figure out the reason they're not winning, and and that's the thing. Like, does firing your head coach, is it really gonna make that much of a difference? Maybe it can help with those first few games, that first new
That's what I'm
mentality
saying.
of the
There's
team.
no point in them firing him.
Hey. Maybe it can help with that first mentality, first few games of the team with the team, and maybe you can change the mentality in the locker room. But those players are still the same. And what's gonna happen is it's just gonna get worse. If you keep that core, if you believe in yourself, if you don't fucking stop, then maybe you get there. I think just it's this Leafs mentality. It's having this Leafs mentality where you have to, if things don't go right for 2 years in a row, we have to fire everybody. They're already fucking talking about Craig Berube, and I don't mean to bring the Leafs into this because I think these are 2 completely different teams, and I think the Bills are a lot better of a team than the Leafs are, to tell you the truth. Just in terms of how they perform.
That is the truth.
It is the truth, yeah. So, but it's this mentality that I think we need to stop having, where we automatically just have to fire somebody in order for an answer to be made. I just think at this point, there was issues with the defense. There was issues with, honestly, Josh Allen, his performance. I mean, he didn't have a great game. You admitted to it. He didn't have a great game against the Broncos. I'm not blaming it on him. But there was a bunch of different aspects, and that's with every team. There's multiple different aspects, and you can't just pinpoint it on one player. You can't pinpoint it on one person. You can pinpoint it on the owner right now for the way he went out in front of everybody and humiliated a fan base and a team by humiliating the players and not being able to hold himself accountable and putting the blame on somebody else. That's who I think needs to be fired at that point, is your ownership, because that's what I think is the issue right now. I don't think it's the coach. I don't think it's the GM. I don't think it's any of the players, because who's assembling that team? Who has full charge at the end of the day? The end of the day, it's the owner. So if there is going to be somebody that you're pinpointing the blame on, it's got to be that person. But again, it's not one person that is to blame for this. It's a multitude of people. I don't even want to say it's the organization. This is just the way fucking sports go. And that's the way it is. There's issues with the Leafs, which is completely different, where we see there's issues with ownership, there's issues with the fans, there's issues with the players that are actually on the team fucking flipping off everybody. You know who doesn't do that? Josh Allen. So that's all I'm going to say. I think we...
No, you are 1,000% right. And I 100% agree with you. And Josh Allen is the nicest person in the world. He's the nicest person ever. He does not deserve this shit at all. Yeah. That's why I literally said his career is over after they just fucking hired Joe Brady. His career is over because they do not want to branch out to other different teams and accept someone new. They just want to keep everything within the Buffalo fucking tree. They don't want to get someone else. They just want to keep it all fucking together. You know what I mean? They don't fucking give a shit. That's what I'm literally saying. If Josh Allen leaves right now and he goes to some fucking team, I don't even know who needs a quarterback right now. The Jets, you know, maybe the Jets. I don't know. Maybe the Jets is worse, probably worse. But a team that has, a better ownership than the fucking Bills right now. I guarantee you he makes a Super Bowl in the first 3 years on that other franchise. There are so many internal problems with this team, with this organization. It's unbelievable. And that press conference last week just showed it all. And I also hate this too. We didn't talk about this either. With the call and the overtime with the catch and everything. All that shit. The fact that the Bills fans every single year, there's always something to do with the refs. And this call and this call and this call and that call. I'm tired of it. Okay? I'm tired of all these Bills fans blaming the fucking refs every single time they lose. Stop blaming the refs and blame your team that you cheer for. Because that was the problem. This was the fucking year. You saw that. Whoever watched that conference championship game against the Broncos and the Patriots game, that game was so fucking garbage. Josh Allen knows how to play in the fucking snow, man. He would have taken over that game so easily against those defenses. That Broncos defense is not that good. They played well. They played well against Drake May because he's fucking garbage. He had 86 yards. 86 yards. That's not an MVP. That's not an MVP performance. You saw Matthew. Yeah, you can blame the fucking snow and everything in the wind. You saw Matthew Stafford the game after, 370 yards, no turnovers against that Seahawks defense, the best defense in the league.
I know they almost fucking.
He had over 300 yards passing.
It was a great game.
He had 3 passing touchdowns. That's an MVP performance.
Trust me, dude. I fucking. If it's not, if maybe we do a trade 1-for-1, Josh Allen for Stafford.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Kidding.
I wouldn't do that. But no, I'm just saying. And you saw what Stafford did the week before in Chicago. He had a great performance. Yeah. Let me just. I want to pull this up. You saw how shitty that weather was in that Chicago game. 258 yards Stafford had in that weather.
Trust me, I know. He's great.
He didn't have any passing touchdowns, albeit, a 67.4 passing rating, but way better than Drake May, who fucking threw for under 100 yards. Yeah. Come on. What are we saying here? If the Bills won that fucking game against the Broncos, oh my God. It makes me so mad that the Patriots have this the biggest fucking ego, and Patriots fans have the biggest egos, especially that fucker Dave Portnoy. I'm so tired of him. I'm so tired of that guy. But the fact that they can just they get fucking Super Bowls every year, and like you see fans saying, "Oh, that was the toughest 7 years of my life watching that Patriots team." You don't know tough. You don't know depression. You don't know what that word means as a Boston sports fan.
Yeah. Fair enough.
You don't know what that means. Your team is in a final every single fucking year. One of your teams, one of the 4, doesn't matter. Good for you. You made another fucking Super Bowl. But you did not beat one good fucking team all year.
Yeah. Whether it's
we'll do a Super Bowl predictions next week, but you already know my answer based off this reaction.
Oh, you already know my answer, like based off just fucking reality. Yeah. All I'm gonna say is, basically, my thoughts. Like, my thoughts. It's fucked. It's crazy. Yeah.
Let's move on. I'm done talking about this. I'm done talking about this.
Talk about something even more entertaining. The Leafs.
Oh,
You know, it'd be nice if we could have Craig Berube maybe play on this team because I think he's got actually a little bit more fucking heart and maybe a little bit more just grit in him after seeing all that fucking massacre that happened to his face. Um,
yeah, gym accident. That's not a fucking gym accident.
what is it? What is it then? What do you think?
It's got. I don't know what it is, but it's not a gym accident. What could have possibly happened in the gym that happens?
A weight fell on his
You
head.
get 25 stitches on your fucking
I
forehead.
think a weight fell on his head.
Stupid.
I think
Stupidity.
that or I, somebody said I heard somebody say on the broadcast that they told Stolars he still has he has to go down to fucking the Marlies or something like that while he was holding the weight and then fucking Stolars threw something at him.
Oh.
But I don't believe that.
But yeah, since we left off talking about this team, it's all gone to shit. Really. It's all gone to shit. They have one win in their last, what is this, 7 games?
Yeah.
And yeah,
Last game
half
they
of
won.
those games were at home. More
Last
than half
game
those games were at home.
Get me the fucking Olympics, bro. Like,
Yes. Yeah, I can't wait to talk about the Olympics next week. I'm so tired of watching. So tired of watching this team play. I can't wait to watch my country actually watch a team that knows how to play together. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait because I can't stand watching Nylander flipping the bird on live television. That's just the state of this team right now.
What do you think? What do you think about that? Honestly,
Good. He shouldn't have gotten fined for that. He can he got forced to apologize for that, by the way. 1,000%. Oh, I apologize. No, you don't. You're not sorry for that. You got forced to apologize. It's it makes me so mad. It makes me so mad.
Yeah.
But you're right. You're right. I'm very excited for the Olympics and watching Team Canada dominate.
Leafs. Let's take a look at. I'm gonna go on the Leafs hockey reference right now. My good old. And I'm gonna take a look at their chances.
0. I already know what you're gonna say. 0.
Of making it to the playoffs.
0.
They are 1 in their last 7. Yeah, 1 in their last 7. So.
Yeah, they're going to be 1 in their last 8 after tonight when they lose to Buffalo.
Yeah, I know. Are they losing that game still?
Yeah, it's 4-3.
Oh my god! Every time I check the score, it's like 2-1, 2-1, whatever, fucking Golden Knights, and then I'll check the score again, and then it'll be 4-3 Golden Knights. Every time they fucking score, and then they lose again. Every single fucking time. I can't stand this team. But yeah, fuck. I'm so pissed, bro. Like, this team, they're no fun.
I know, we won an overtime game against Winnipeg. Yay! That's great.
I don't know. Who's your excited...
We haven't won a regulation game since January 10th.
Holy fuck. That's not good.
This is so pathetic. So pathetic. And then after this, they go out west and they play all the Western Canadian teams in Seattle. If they can go 3-1 on that road trip before the Olympics, maybe we're somewhere. But I doubt it. But if they win 3 out of those 4 games, we might have a chance.
Don't do this.
I'm just saying, if they can win 3 out of those 4 games, they might have a chance. Might.
I like your
But
positivity.
I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it.
I'm sorry. I don't know, man. Again,
No, you don't need to apologize. We're in this together, man. We're both fucking Leaf fans. Buffalo, you can kind of say that because you're just a new fan. You're kind of a new fan of
no,
this team, so
I was
I
upset.
understand that.
I was definitely upset. I was more upset than I thought I would be too. I was like, it just felt like they really should have won the game. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know. But yeah. But anyway,
So,
I
I'm going to say if they win 3 of the next 4 games on the road, they might have a chance. But I doubt it. I doubt it. Teams like Buffalo, I don't know how the fuck Buffalo is good. They finally figured it out.
dude, when you're bad
Buffalo
for
has
so
finally
many fucking
figured it out.
years, and you just at some point it's
I actually hope Buffalo does well for the sake of that town, sake of that city after what happened a couple weeks ago. I hope they do well. If the Leafs don't make it and Buffalo makes it, I will be cheering for Buffalo, 1,000%. They deserve something good to happen in that town.
yeah, Tage
They deserve
Thompson's
something good.
back to being a dog.
He's always been a dog. They don't recognize him. At least he's going to be at the Olympic team. I guarantee you that Olympics, he's going to go off. He's going to be so good for the U.S. in that Olympics. They didn't put him on the 4 Nations team last year. They didn't put him on that team. Now they got him on the Olympics. He's going to look insane. He's going to go off. You watch. I guarantee you. If they put him on the first power play, he's going to go off. No doubt.
Cool. All right. Let's talk some baseball before we get into our top 5. Blue Jays, you know what? I think at this point, I'm not expecting any more deals for this team. There's still a lot of players still on the board. I don't. Let's just take a quick. Let's do a quick look at MLB free agents left, because in my opinion, I think
the Jays are done.
This team is set. Yeah, and maybe it sucks. I think if they got Tucker, that would have been solidified. And hey, they went for him. That's the thing. They went for this guy. They fucking they put out a deal, and apparently, funny enough, Whit Merrifield came out saying that he was actually willing to go to Toronto and ready to go, but then he got that fucking offer of 4 years, $60 million per year.
I totally understand why he went there. I mean, 10 years, $35 million is a great deal for him. It's a great deal for him. But when you get offered $60 million fucking dollars, you're going to take that 100% of the time, and you're getting that offered by the best team in the league. Of course you're going to fucking take that offer. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. I think
you're making the same amount of money basically in 4 years, and you're playing for the best team in the league.
Yeah.
And you're going to be on the best. You're going to be on the best lineup in MLB history, probably.
What else we got here? Bo Bichette, 3-year deal with the Mets. Ha-Seong Kim, Jorge Mateo, Alex Bregman with the Cubs. Eugenio Suarez on the board still. I don't want him, to tell you the truth. I really don't. Let me think. Any depth guys? Not really. Austin Hayes, maybe. Mark, no. There's not much. Bellinger's off the board. There's really actually nothing, to tell you the truth. There's really nothing left, and I think I'm honestly fine with the way this team is. To tell you the truth, I have no issues. Yeah. Maybe if they want to sign another, I would think maybe a bat, because again, this team is losing out on Bo Bichette. Like they're losing. Their offense has gotten worse. To tell you the truth, like you lose Bo Bichette, Kazuma Okamoto, he helps. Like he helps with that, but realistically, if we went down and looked at the team from top to bottom, I think the pitching's gotten better, but the hitting's gotten a little bit worse. I still think this team's gonna be fucking great. I mean, I have no reason to doubt that they won't be a good team this upcoming season.
I think they're the best team in the AL, no doubt.
I mean, yeah.
Yankees did nothing.
Yankees have
Mariners
just
lost a couple players.
Bellinger, that's it.
I mean,
Mariners,
yeah, they re-signed him they're getting Garrett Cole back. That's all they've done.
Garrett Cole's not even back until like later in the year. Like,
yeah, but at least he's coming back. But like, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
they did fuck all.
But you hear about fucking like Carlos Rodon's injured too, and I think another guy. I want to say I know. I don't know what's his name. Why am I forgetting his name? Clark Schmidt is still injured as well. But yeah, like he was just coming back from Tommy John. Like in that perspective, I think the Blue Jays are a better team than the Yankees right now. There's still some good teams like to be reckoned with. The Orioles had a great offseason this year. Red Sox had a really solid offseason. Yankees not really.
Tigers will still be good. Tigers will still be good with Skubal as long as he stays there.
Yeah.
Mariners obviously they'll be up there for sure.
Rangers had a good offseason, but yeah, I mean like next year I'm looking at a roster again. It's pretty much the same, just without Bo Bichette and put Kazuma. You know, you got Kirky, you got Blatty, you got Jimenez, you got Santander, and if Santander has a fucking bounce back, that is great. Like that's like signing a free agent in itself, because you got fucking somebody that can hit 30 home runs all of a sudden. Like, let's go. And you have to hope that he's going to have a bounce back. Like, realistically. Like, you have to think like that. But, again, you have Jimenez, who I think is great. Barger, I fucking can't wait to watch Addison Barger play next year, man. That dude just gets me so fired up. Just thinking about that home run, Game 1, World Series, dude. That was so sick. That grand slam.
And then you also think about the pitching they've added. That's also like sick too. They got Dylan Cease. You know, you got Trey Savage. This is technically his rookie year, so he's going to be up for rookie. He's going to be up for rookie of the year most likely. You got that guy who they signed from the Korean League, who looks nasty.
Cody Ponce.
I forgot.
Dude.
Yes, you got that guy. You signed Tyler Rogers. For the bullpen. With him and Savage back to back is going to be dirty. And then everyone else is coming back. Varland's coming back. You know, we lost Dominguez, which kind of sucks, but like everyone's coming back, man. It's great. You got Gausman coming back.
I'm thinking of her starting rotation. Gausman. You got Gausman, Cease, Savage, fucking Shane Bieber, not only number 4.
I didn't even mention him.
And then you got Jose Barrios, who we're hoping for a bounce back here. We know this guy can fucking. He's still good. I think he had a shitty year last year. It wasn't great, but I still think he has a lot of potential to still be a good major league pitcher.
And don't forget Jeff Hoffman. Jeff Hoffman also had a fantastic postseason. You know, we say Game 7 was not very good.
Just ignore it.
But the rest of the postseason he was fantastic. So that's another positive.
Yeah, I still think this guy has the potential to have a bounce back. I could also see the Jays making a trade. There's like trade talks coming around as well.
Paul Skeens, that would be great. Trade him.
Have shit for Paul Skeens.
Just give our whole farm system, and we'll take it.
That fucking. I mean, it'd be It'd be Addison Barger. It'd be... I don't even want to say. Like, it'd be insane. That fucking... It'd be a savage...
Just give them whatever you want. We'll take them.
Yeah. He's good.
Imagine that duo, Paul Skeens and Vladdy. Imagine that. Imagine that.
Like, Vladdy pitching?
For years and years and years to come.
Bro, Libby Dunn does not want to live in fucking Canada. I'm sorry.
Well, she's going to be forced to if that happens. Too bad. She's not even married to the guy, so who gives a shit?
Get ready to learn Canadian. Yeah, she'll be married to me. I mean, like, realistically, if she's going for one of us, I mean, like, come on.
You can have her. I don't care.
You can get, you could get Angel Reese. That's who your girl is.
Okay, sure. Whatever, however that relates to baseball.
Brittany Griner. I'm just thinking of athletes.
I will not talk about that, but okay.
Okay.
Anyways, Jays look great. Jays look great.
Is that the final message? Yeah.
Yeah, and we're very excited to watch them in spring training.
I am. Yeah. Okay. Next thing to discuss.
Wait. Let's do our Raptor segment. We have not done our Raptor segment in a while.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a team that's doing well in Toronto? That's the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah.
They are third. They are third in the Eastern Conference right now, I believe.
They just beat the fucking OKC Thunder. Sorry.
Yep, they're looking real solid, man. They're looking real solid. They're only a game back from second.
Great in the last 4 games. Holy shit.
That's right. That is right.
125 to 127 against the Warriors, 122, 109, 110 to 98 against the Trailblazers, and 103 to 101. They're a legit
I'm going to tell you.
man.
Yes, they are. I'm going to tell you right now. Scotty Barnes deserves Defensive Player of the Year. Deserves it.
He's so fucking good. He's actually insane.
And they got that guy Emmanuel Quickly, man.
Dude, everyone was writing him off too. Like everyone was just like, is Emmanuel Quickly not like who they wanted him to be?
Well,
like,
people were saying they were going to trade RJ Barrett.
I know.
Give me the Knicks. Knicks Raptors tomorrow night. It's going to be a fun watch.
That could be a fun game.
It's going to be fun. I'm excited for this team.
Knicks.
Very excited for this team. There's some hope in Toronto. Like the Raptors are Toronto's team right now. They've actually won a championship in the last 10 years. They've actually done some stuff. Blue Jays, they had a good run this year. A good run a couple years ago. This is Raptors, bro. The Raptors, this is Canada's team right here.
Right now. Once baseball season, then Toronto's fucking Canada's team.
Yes, exactly. That's what I meant to say. Right now.
Yeah.
But when the Raptors make the playoffs, and the Jays are playing at the same time, then it's definitely Raptors team. Raptors is Canada's team, for sure. Until they get out. But that's not going to happen because they're going to win. They're going to win the NBA Finals. They're winning it this year because they just proved that. They just beat the Thunder, who are the best team in the league.
Yeah. All right, they're saying that Raptors trade line intentions. You know what I'm saying, bro? Giannis.
That's not going to happen. That would be great. That's not going to happen. They'd have to give up way too much too. They'd have to give up way too much. That would be fun. That would be so much fun. You get Scotty and Young. They would have to give up. They would have to give up a lot of draft picks for him. Yeah, that wouldn't work out that well for the franchise, but it'd be fun. It'd be a lot of fun.
That's all I'm saying. Giannis. How do you? Okay, let me try if I can pronounce his last name before we do.
All right, let's hear it. I know how to pronounce it, but let's hear you.
Antetokounmpo.
Not a bad try.
Antetokounmpo.
Not bad.
Antetokounmpo.
Not bad. Not bad.
Well, how is it?
Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo. Giannis
there you go.
Look up
there
after this, guys. Look up Frank the Tank. Tries saying Giannis Antetokounmpo. Did I say it right there?
Yeah. You got it.
Let's go. Okay.
Good job.
Antetokounmpo. Okay. I like that word. Okay,
Yeah,
top five, guys.
This episode's way too long.
Dude, we can talk.
We just ranted about the Bills for like 40 minutes, and then that was the pod.
Fucking top five this week is we are doing for the next several weeks.
Well, it's not really just for this week. It's the next couple weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. So the next couple weeks we're going to be doing top five movies by decade. So we're going to start off with top 70 because we all know you guys who listen to this and girls have no idea what a movie past 1970 is. So we're just
we're cinephiles, so we would have done it. We would have gave you guys some great movie recommendations for 60s and before.
None of you guys fucking care, so
no,
nobody cares. Anytime I've tried recommending a movie before like 1975, they just automatically walk away. So
yeah,
unless they like actually like movies. But nonetheless, who won last week's?
Well, because since
don't worry. Yeah.
I deserve to go first this week, I think, because of that. So let's go into our top five. We're doing 70s movies in honor of Oscars coming up in March. And then at the end of these, we will do our Oscars rankings. Maybe we'll do a little ballot, a little Oscars ballot. That'll be fun. Okay. My first pick of the top 5 70s movies. It is one of these two, and I think you already know the two that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I will pick the first Godfather at number 1.
Good choice. I'm going to go with... Wait, what do I really think is actually better? No, I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with Star Wars A New Hope.
Good choice. And that leads me to my second choice, The Godfather Part 2.
Yeah. All right, number 2 for me. I'm gonna go Alien.
Good choice. I like that. So you've gone sci-fi. I've gone
Godfather.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna pick another Coppola movie. I'm gonna go Apocalypse Now.
Great choice. Cannot argue with that. All right, number 3. I'm gonna go with Jaws.
Yeah.
Easy. Fucking great.
So you've gone
Blockbuster.
heavy Spielberg. I've gone Coppola.
Well, not really. I've only done one Spielberg movie.
Oh, well,
Yes.
Star Wars.
No. Star Wars is not a Spielberg movie.
Yeah, it kind of is.
No, it's... Bro, what are you on about? That's like saying...
It kind of is.
Bro, that's like saying lasagna is like kind of pizza. It's not.
He influenced it. George Lucas. Come on.
No, okay.
Number 4. Huh. This is gonna be so pretentious of me, but I don't. God.
Don't do it.
All right, fine. I'll go with. I will go with Barry Lyndon at number 4. I'm going very artsy.
Okay. I'm gonna go with. All right, I'm gonna go with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay.
I love that movie.
Number 5, I will go with an underrated one. Not one of the best scripts. Best dialogue scripts. I will go with All the President's Men.
Oh.
At number 5. Underrated movie.
Interesting. All right, I'm gonna go with. I think this one's not that hard. I'm gonna go with Taxi Driver. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, good one.
it's a great movie.
It's a good late pick.
Come on.
And my honorable mention, I'm gonna go with a fun one here. Gone too artsy. I'm gonna go with Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Ooh, that is a good choice. It's your honorable mention. I'm trying to think of a comedy, but comedies really became a big thing. I mean, they were always a big thing.
70s comedy was pretty shit.
In terms, well, just like SNL, as soon as like, if we really want to look at it realistically, it's like SNL 75, and then from 75 to like.
Oh wait, no, I got a good comedy. I'll tell you after before you guess, but
Let me. Yeah. Okay. Let me. I might figure it out. If it's not Animal House.
no, it's not the one.
Because I don't really like Animal House. All right. I'm gonna go with. I'm just gonna go with The Exorcist. It's a great movie.
Okay. Well, the comedy is actually the poster right behind me.
Oh, Slapshot. Yeah.
Slapshot.
That is a good movie.
Another one I was thinking of was comedy. There's this really old, like one of Woody Allen's first movies. It's called Bananas.
Oh yeah.
It is one of the most ridiculous movies I've ever seen. And what's his name has a cameo. Sylvester Stallone has a cameo in it for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He is horrendous in it, but it's so funny. It's such bad acting.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one, Monty Python, The Holy Grail.
I haven't seen it, and that's pathetic.
That is very funny. That is very funny.
Life of Brian, Meatballs.
Other ones, yeah, Life of Brian, yeah, that's another good one.
There's some that
other movies that we left.
Like
we didn't say Clockwork Orange. We did not say Deer Hunter. We did not say.
Fuck yeah.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. We did not say. We didn't say Rocky.
Yeah.
No Dog Day Afternoon. No Halloween. I know you don't like Halloween, but I had to mention it.
Yeah, I really like Halloween.
That was about it for me. All the other movies. What was? Network. Have you seen Network?
No, I know it's good.
That's good. That's a good movie. Great acting.
All right. Anything else we have to add before we?
No, I'll resay the list. I have Godfather 1 and 2, Apocalypse Now, Barry Lyndon, All President's Men, Close Encounters. You have Star Wars, Alien, Jaws, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Taxi Driver, Exorcist.
Cool.
2 very good lists.
Come on. All right, cool. Thanks, guys, for listening. Make sure to like and subscribe on the Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter. We are on all those platforms. Spotify and YouTube is where you can watch and listen to our podcast. Hope you guys enjoy Bleeding Blue podcast to the fucking moon. Leafs, go Bills, go Blue Jays, go Raptors. You already know. Cheers. Have a good rest of your week.